scale of the day. Today we are checking out probably the most popular scale ever, the C major scale. The reason we are starting with the C major scale is because, well, it's probably the easiest. It uses all white keys. So first, let's find the C note. The C note is located right before the set of two black keys. So anytime you locate a set of two black keys on the piano, you will find a C note right before the set of two black keys. So that means that there are multiple C notes on the piano. Now let's get to this scale. The scale, C major, starts on C, and we just play every single white key until we get to the C up top. So I just played the C major scale. All of the notes were correct, but my fingering was not. We do not want to just use finger one the whole time. There's an easier way to play this scale with a little bit of practice. This is what the fingering looks like. Now that may take some practice, but no worries. Here's a great way to practice this. The trick is having your thumb get into position, and then the rest of the fingers will continue their way through. Practicing this part is crucial if you want to play this scale the right way. And that goes for most scales with this particular fingering. So we start with finger 1, finger 2, 3, and then finger 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What you must do is after you play the first note, as you're starting to play finger 2 and 3, you can see how my thumb is already getting ready for the F. That's really, really important. And just practicing that is great. If you do that over and over. Once you get to that F note, the rest is pretty smooth sailing. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's how you play the C major scale with the right hand. What we just played there was 1 octave C major scale. 1 octave means I went from C to the next C note, and I played all the notes in between. If we went 2 octaves, that means I would play from this C to this C to this C, and I would play all of the notes in between here. We're not going to worry about that yet. That'll be in a later episode where we start doing 2 octaves. But let's check out what the left hand would do. The left hand, we are going to actually start on the middle C here. And we're going to start with the thumb, just like we did in the right hand. So the thumb will play, but then we're going to go down. So 1, 2, 3, and then cross under. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the fingering is the same, we're just going in the opposite direction. Same rule is going to apply. As we play the thumb, and then the next finger, this thumb wants to start making its way over to this note here, the G note. And then it's smooth sailing. Now let's try with both hands. Both hands are going to share that middle C, and then they're going to split off. And as they split, we're going to get that thumb moving. love about starting with these scales, where we start together and work our way apart, is the fingering is the same. The fingering, you could consider the fingering half the battle. You might even consider the fingering most of the battle. Understanding that you play all the white keys for the C major scale is not too difficult to grasp, but practicing the right fingering is where the real work comes in. So this is a great way to practice with both hands, just to get super comfortable with that cross under and having both hands do it at the same time. It's an easier way to do it. If you want to take the playing a little bit further, you could then play what we call a parallel scale. So what that means is we'll play the same notes, but the fingering will be a little bit different. The fingering in the right hand is the same, but the fingering in the left hand will be different. Since we're starting with C down here, naturally we have to start with finger 5. That's the pinky. So we play 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1, and then 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So just practicing that is good to do. Practicing the hands separate is great. Putting them together is where it gets a little bit difficult. As you're playing through, your hands have to be making sure they're moving at the correct spot. So that'll take some time. I think in the end it's best to just start with the contrary motion scale. Hopefully that helps you with your C major scale. Be sure to check out some more scales throughout this channel. Thank you so much.
And make sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel and visit MrHenrysMusicWorld.com.